It is pretty cold in the factory. He has been working all night in this freezing place, checking out the new meatballs and taking the wrong ones apart. He stares at his coffee. It's almost empty. He needs some more. And under his cup he sees the meatballs floating through the fat. They have this privilege here in the factory. It's the tubes that run through the factory to cool the coffee of the instant coffee factory next door. Those tubes are not new anymore, and some of that coffee, well, it's more like a tar, like a thick syrup, sips out of those tubes. They put empty paint buckets under it, so it drops inside. Tonight is a big party. His youngest one, age 4, is now old enough to work in the factory, in the meat part, and the part where they kill the animals and people are standing until their ankles in the blood. They're going to celebrate that first day. He was at the other hall, where people sort the meat that nobody wants or is not good enough for sale, in exchange for 1 bucket of coffee tar. He got 5 pieces of meat. Not the best, but still meat. In another hall, he exchanged another can of coffee tar for a big piece of sheep fat. It's already hard, and also he took a few sheets of paper. Back in his factory, where hundreds of people are working in the cold with the oil and the meat, he made a nice package of the meat and the fat to put into his bag. He takes a last sip of the hot coffee. It tastes very strong, but it's hot too, and he will need that on his travel back to his house in this wintry night. He takes his bag and walks through the hall of the factory to the door of the exit. Out there, he is on his path through the woods to the village, and behind him there is the big factory rising up in smoke while the moon is shining, and this big Euroshopper billboard shining and lighting this place to home.